The stock market is क्या बोलते हैं, तेजी में सबका बोलबाला, मंदी में सबका बोलबाला। तो तेजी में सब आ जाते, मंदी में सबका। जब लेने को बोलो और चिल्लाता रहा जून 2000।
I must all tell the fair ladies that the stock market, if you want to know the stock market well, the men must understand women well. Because markets are like women. Always commanding, always mistress, always uncertain. Always volatile, always exciting.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Stocks for All 17. Today let us discuss the wisdoms that Rakesh Jhunjhunwala left for us. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala was an Indian billionaire and investor in stock market. He first started investing with only 5,000 rupees, in 1989. And then by the time he died in August 2022, his net worth was almost 6 billion, 11,000 crore rupees, And you all know that his biggest investment was in Titan company. He invested in Titan when Titan was just a small company, but he had the vision, he had the knowledge, and he had the courage, patience to wait, and that gave him very huge returns. So let us learn some of the lessons that he left for us. First, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala said that markets are like women. Markets are like women, always commanding, always mysterious, always volatile, always exciting. But he says that we should not hate women, we should love women. So he says we should love markets. All the markets are unpredictable, always volatile, always uncertain. We should love markets because that is the only way we can earn in the stock market. Not trying to command the market, not just like we love women, we should love market. That is what he says. And then he also said that he was not afraid of making mistakes, because his mistakes were affordable. That is what it means to diversify. That's why we should not put all our capital in one stock, because there's every chance of making mistake in our analysis. That's why we should make mistakes that are affordable. Mistakes are bound to happen in stock market. That's why we should always diversify. Then he also said that you can never predict how the market will react. You can model it, you can try to predict it, but like weather, you can never predict the market. Only God knows. So he says that only two people know the market. A fool and God. A liar and God. So see, in these recent times, what has happened? Markets were going at an all-time high. It fell again. It fell because of a US tariff war. Then again, recently because of this terrorist attack in Pahalgam in Jammu and Kashmir. Now people are anxious. The stock is falling again. So stocks are unpredictable. We cannot predict stocks. He also said that Rome was not built in a day, but Hiroshima and Nagasaki were destroyed in a day. That is important. That's why we should not make foolish mistakes in the stock market. Our hard-earned money, our hard-earned capital, we should not put it in risky or high-flying stocks, or FNO, future and options, all these things. Then he also said that you can read all the books about swimming, but you have to get into the water to learn. That's why this lesson I learned too late. I started researching the market since 2017. Then I studied some books. I got stock-related books, like this book, The Intelligent Investor, all these things. And then I studied. Then what happened? As I was studying, Corona happened, and I stopped investing. And then only in 2021, I opened Demat account. And full-time investing I started only in 2023. That's why I can say I was a bit late, but that's why we have to. All the books that I read, only when I started stock market, I learned so many new things. That's why it's important. We can read books, we can watch videos, but only when we get into the field, we will learn stock market. That's why Rakesh Jhunjhunwala also said that stock market and cooking cannot be taught. You have to learn. That is what he said. And he also said that I am not a stock market investor. I'm a business investor. That is why we should, whenever we're investing in stocks, we should invest in businesses that we are comfortable, businesses that we understand. Businesses that we are comfortable with. So when we are studying stocks, we have to thoroughly analyze the stocks and understand the advantages of the company over other companies. And then that is why when we are buying stock, we're not buying stock, we are buying a part of the company. That we have to understand. Okay? We have to understand that stock market is a business. No. So we are taking part in the business. That's why we should not invest in very high debt companies or companies that are always at a loss. No. We have to know and invest in those companies that have an edge over others. For that we have to study much, okay, the annual reports, the con calls, and then we can find in screener.in also. So I have shared in my previous videos also, you can go and watch those. And he also said that the market rewards those who have patience, discipline and knowledge. Okay, these three are very important in stock market. If we don't have patience, we cannot earn in stock market, okay, because it requires patience. Suppose today the overall market was falling like crazy. Nifty fell by more than 2%. And then it recovered at the end of the day, but it fell so much. Then something happens somewhere in the world, market falls like crazy. That's why we should not sell during panic. Okay, patience. We should have patience to wait for years, or even 5 years, or even 10 years for stocks to perform well. If you have done good analysis, if you are confident of your stock, of the company that you have chosen, then you have to have patience to wait. Somebody said that stock market is 10% about buying, 10% about selling, and 80% about waiting. Okay, patience is important, and discipline. And stock market, we should have discipline. Just buying when you have the fear of missing out. Everything is going up, I have to buy. Or suppose when there is market correction, everything is going in red, I have to sell. So we should have discipline. We should study, not just somebody telling you so you're buying. Okay, we should have discipline. And knowledge is very important. Your friend says buy this stock, so you just bought it, will go loss. That's why knowledge is important. You have to study, do your own analysis and study. Or else, if you're not going to study stock now, if you're not confident, if you cannot study stocks, if you're not able to give your time, better do mutual funds or recurring deposits and all these things. Okay, so thank you for watching. Keep watching, keep learning, and subscribe. And if you have any queries, comment. Thank you. See you in the next video.